What's up, guys? Welcome to Quantum Ascent. I have NPC, non-playable coin, up on the screen here, the one-day price chart. I don't own any of this, but you guys seem to really like it over on X and YouTube, so I told you I'd keep it into rotation for alt season, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. So go ahead, check that video out if you want to see the the targets today. We're just going to be diving into some of the shorter-term price action here. So NPC, let's take it back to that high from back here after the Trump pump in November. And the first thing I'm going to do is draw some fibs out. It's always the first thing I like to do on my charts. And so as you can see right now, getting dangerously close to that 236 level at a clean 2 cents, a nice round psychological number. And if we just kind of draw back on this, let's take a look. Look back here, right? Stopped out, dropped. Stopped out, dropped a little. Came back, touched it, down. Found some support on it there. Short squeeze, down, right? Right here, hit it up right now, about to battle it on the underside. So it does seem like the 2 cent price level has quite a bit of resistance there. So going to want to pay attention for that. We are dangerously close to it right now. Across the board in the market right now, though, things are looking pretty decent. NPC here, you could call it a 5-wave move like that. You could call it an ABC like that. I don't care what you do, but it certainly looks like the lows, if not in, are very close, because you even look to the area that this dropped down at. And look at all the tops. Top, right? Finally bust through momentum. So you're sitting on a pretty key support here around like 1.5, 1.6 cents. All right. Found nice support, and we're getting our bounce. All right. Couple more things to go through on this chart, but before I do, guys, join the Quantum Circle. Entries, exit strategy, emotional, mental clarity. 2 daily macro videos a day. Link is in my bio. On the entries and exits alone, guys, it should be a no-brainer. No-brainer if you're planning on being here for alt season. So check that out. All right. Now, back to NPC. We see that 2 cent level is a resistance, and we see that we have some support down here. What I want to do is I want to flip this thing on its head now. And let's take the fibs from the low to the high. This low back here, early March, to the high in August. Sure enough, you can see we're finding a little we found some support. That's the 618 level, right? So before we even drew fibs out on this thing, we found a level of price action that looked like it was a support and a resistance. You throw the fibs on there, and it is, right? The 618 right there at 1.6. So sure, closed above it. We closed below it for 2 days, 3 days. But we're back working up the other way. We have our 5 waves in, and we just have to be patient. If this thing does decide to roll over again, these are the levels I'm going to be looking at here. 1.4 cents, 1.15 cents. Okay? Now, before I let you go, one other thing I want to point out on this shorter time frame structure here is you take this trend line, and you can see pretty clearly, like, we're in a channel. All right. So if I try to connect as many wicks as I can, including that second wick, well, we're poking above it. If I don't, though, and we're just trying to get that close, that candle, right? As many of those little candles as we can, won't get that one. Then you can see like there is an intersection here, both on the parallel resistance and on this diagonal. Like there's going to be some resistance up in this area. All right. And it's definitely a level we want to clear. We want to get up above this 4th wave, and then I'm going to start feeling a lot better. I know that's a little ways to go right now, but that was a pretty mean drop there in that 5th wave. So we just have to be patient and let it play out. I do expect that this thing is going to bust through there sooner than later. Could it find a little resistance? Sure. Absolutely. Right? We're in some key levels on the chart when it comes to fibs, and we have that upper trend line there. Looking at the stochastic RSI, actually the other thing I can do here, I'm going to copy and paste that so they say parallel. And look, check that out. You can see the little channel that we've been in since, honestly, the lows going back here in July. Right? You see the channel. Right now, just starting to break out of the bear territory here for the stochastic RSI. Under 40 is bear. Coming up from under 40, we're going to be in neutral bearish. We get above 60. We're going to be bullish. Let's see that thing wind. When that happens, that's when the price appreciates, right? You see it up here. Boom, there goes price. The other bullish case right now for NPC is we have the MACD momentum, bullish cross right there. See a little bit of green positive momentum. Let's see that thing start turning back up like it did back here. Right there, we had another cross, ran up, and that's why that thing teetered the whole time, right? And where were we at when that happened? Right here, right around the 40 line for the RSI. We're crossing over right now. Where are we? Right about the 40 line for the RSI, right? And last time that led to some great price appreciation. So, guys, everything looking pretty decent here for NPC. The most important part is going to be the macro picture, guys. And that's exactly why I created the Quantum Circle, real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord channel, and I teach you how to do TA just like me. Link to that in the bio. If not, just very appreciative you guys are here. If you could follow, like, repost, I want to blast this out to as many people as I can before it's too late. So there you go. There is your NPC analysis, my friends. Catch up with you guys later.